So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running. What an impressive figure Oliver Kahn cuts.
Yeah, they call him the Titan, Peter, and the reasons are fairly obvious. As personalities go, we're talking big.
As close as you get to goalkeeping perfection. Has a look and plays it forward. Harrison spots it and intercepts. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Looking to play him in. Check reads a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. That was good alertness. Mohamed Salah. And it's McAllister. Jordan Henderson bumps him off it and wins back the... Mbappe!
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for the run, Rummenigge. He has found the way through. He's looking wide. The ball goes in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. There will be a throw-in. And he's straight offside. Mateus, distributed tidily. Oh, that's a key interception. Vittoria still without a single shot on target. Takes a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Looking for options for movement. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Dani Olmo. Mateus. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. It's Forlan.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Tries to putt. Real chance! They've scored! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
First goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And he's intervened well there. Rijkaard. Jordan Henderson. And it's McAllister. Lovely, now then. He's had a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly... And that'll be the final action of the first half.
Fully merit this lead, and are right on course for a real upset, and as yet, no signs of shying away.
And if you do have a chance today, please take some time out to give your support to our Better Stadium Fund.
Here we go again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back. but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
That's gone for a throw-in. Oh, that's fabulous. He's had it taken off him. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Van Dijk. Forlan.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
McAllister is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Tries to play it through. That has been cut short. Rijkaard. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And this is Mohamed Salah. He's found and the finish! It's in! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off. Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Rijkaard. And it's Neymar. Now it's Mbappe. It's a really well-measured ball. Looking to go deep. Cleared without hesitation. This looks promising. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Pernas cuts out the pass.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Victoria must do something here, and very quickly.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Nicely aimed pass.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That is a great pick out. And that will be it. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. Your final... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not fit. certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
And already we're underway here. You'd be hard-pressed to find someone as dependable in the box as the man leading the line here.
Ruud van Nistelrooy.
As prolific as they come, Peter. Another Dutch predator who has such a desire to be on the end of anything that comes into the box.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Michel Platini. Van Nistelrooy. Mateus. Mohamed Salah. Looking for the run. Fletcher makes the interception. Hazard. Nicely weighted ball. Mateus. Oh, good looking ball. Well read, nice interception. And it's Michel Platini. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, fantastic from Platini! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Barcelona are in front. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
It's a lovely, neat pass. Mateus can see things others simply cannot. Strong running down that left flank. Cross to the back post. Czech claims it. Safe hands. And the counter is on. Salah. Quality ball. Oh, that's well spotted.
Victoria are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Can he get it through? And the finish! No mistake! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Barcelona goes for a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they're at it again in double quick time! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
There's the shot! Ernest. Now it's Girassi. This is Van Nistelrooy. Mohamed Salah. And here's Van Nistelrooy.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Van Nistelrooy really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And we've reached half-time. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
And now, to all members of the crowd, I'd like to ask you to join me in wishing our birthday boy a very special birthday.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Victoria didn't have a great first half. They need a change of fortune. Now, can they get him away? He's found a way through. Shoots! It's there! It is no contest. It is a landslide. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about.
And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant
Hello,
buzz in the
everybody,
stadium,
and
and the
welcome
players
to
on the
today's
pitch are
match.
raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Mason Greenwood here is described by many as one of the best natural finishers to have come through in a while. He certainly looked like he belonged at the top from day one, and he's more than proved his worth since. Those skills you can't really coach. It's natural, and he's got it off to a T.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Xavi Alonso. Now Costa Curta. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Ernest. Forlan. Shifted it to the flank.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Quarter of an hour played. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Lee Kang-in. Lee Kang-in finding their passes.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Lee Kang-in conjures time and space where few can. Rummenigge. And this is Forlan. Stood up well to him there. And the pass is intercepted. He is through here. Thinks about the shot. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now, oh, shooting chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neymar. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Mateus. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, that was vital. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Tampa Bay clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
That has ended up in no man's land. Ah, he's fizzed it forward. Ernest. Rummenigge. He is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. And here's Forlan. And it's made its... Rummenigge! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And there's the end of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And the action is back on the way. So neither side has yet broken through. And the shot! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
And we have our very first corner. He's got tall. He will be livid with himself. And here's Mohamed Salah. No, it's Forlan. It's Forlan! just off target.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Well, poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Rijkaard. And it's Salah.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Greenwood. And that's aimed into the middle. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. And now the breakaway. Rummenigge, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. And he's running, and the shot! He has done it! The breakthrough arrives at last! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Number 9, Diego Bola.
Victoria have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Greenwood will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Nice-looking ball. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Mohamed Salah. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
75 minutes played. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Chiellini with the clearance.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Greenwood receives it in a good position here. Could be danger here. Greenwood! Oh, the ball's come loose. Oh, it's fallen kindly here. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Could have here their final chance.
Substitution in progress.
All hands on deck for this one. Big header! He scores! They have stolen level at the last! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now
He's had a shot! Oh, just misses past the post.
oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
5 minutes to add. Ibrahimovic. Ernest. Forlan.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Real chance! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof!
Yeah, and he did well.
And that is that. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose.
Just a
Mohamed.
quick-
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game
everybody,
yet to
and
kick
welcome
off.
to today's
The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lillian...
Rummenigge! There it is!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Number 11, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
Inter Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And that could set him on his way. Oh, Waters takes a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Victoria with the corner, there first. Cleared away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Great defending, strong and determined. More and more pressure on the ball here. Oh, that is asking for... He's having a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's really drilled it. Been cut out, well played. Forlan gets a foot in here. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And he's got the beating of his man. And the finish! He's got a goal! And with that, he becomes a member of the exclusive 300 Club. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Victoria are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Victoria are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Oh, they could be caught out here. Forlan, shot a goal! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that's it. That was always inevitable.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
"3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy."
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
It's Fulham! It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Fires it in low. Can he finish? The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're up and running.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape.
And Messi! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Messi. And that's been won straight back. Messi takes the shot! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Peter. It's his pace that's his main...
And he's had a hit! And he's done it! What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
So the first moment of real significance.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Neymar is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him.
Victoria are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rummenigge finding their passes. That's been cut out, well played. Iniesta. And it's Neymar. And the return pass. Can he get it through? Can he finish? He has done it! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Ernest. Ball's gone astray.
Ernest really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And here's Neymar. And it's Pirlo. It's Forlan.
There will be 1 minute at a
Victoria do have a chance to counter here. And this is Mohamed Salah. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to
And a quick
resist
reminder
change
today,
at this
just please
stage.
take all lid-out bins located by the entrance gates. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
And the action is back underway.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, the whistle's gone. What's he given? Victoria have themselves a chance from the spot. power or placement. And that's one back. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
Victoria.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, this looks sharp.
Victoria are still behind, but they've increased their level of interest here.
Chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. He's got full. Oh, denied brilliantly.
Yaya Toure is offering a wry smile there.
Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, shooting chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Victoria really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Mohamed Salah is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And that pass just didn't quite work. Rummenigge is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Passing is crisp and sharp. 75 minutes played. Played out wide. He's got away. And that's a good ball. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, well played. And Aubameyang! And that would have been game, set and match.
Aubameyang really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
It's their second corner of the game.
Number 30. Messi. Number 10.
Czech breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Nesta.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Number 7. Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 11. Bale.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Vinicius Junior.
Number 4, Pepe. Number 5,
Birmingham nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Iniesta. Pepe. And here's Vinicius Junior.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Shoots! And it's hit the woodwork and out. Ernest. And here's Vinicius Junior. He's beaten the line. He's having a shot! Goal! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
And the referee brings it to a close. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Just a quick
Victoria, desperate.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends.
This is the time you need that pace.
Barcelona have reclaimed it. Griezmann. No, that's been intercepted. Saliba. And here's Doué. Rijkaard. And Mateus. Quarter of an hour played. Can he latch on to this? That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Tries to get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Forlan unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Tries to pass it through. Doué was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Mateus gets a foot in here. Rummenigge. Well, played right into his path. He's having a shot! Goal! Victoria! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
28 minutes is number 9, Diego Forlan.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Doué. And it's Gerrard. Now it's Doué. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Gerrard. Taken back almost at once. And that looks a decent ball. He's had a shot! Off the post! 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. A probing pass. Caught offside that time. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Plays the return pass. Griezmann. Oh, that's well done. Really robust.
1 minute added time.
Into stoppage time. Whistle due any moment. And here's Guardiola. Guardiola! Sticks it away! They have done it! They have their equaliser! Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly,
Just a quick
and a goal
announcement.
each.
We'd like to inform you that CCTV is now in operation for your safety. Substitution for Barcelona. Number 18, Mateus.
There's the whistle then to start the second half.
Number 4, Bebeto.
Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Floated through. Czech breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And that was nowhere near his best. Rummenigge. Oh, it's Doué. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, nice touch. Nicely weighted ball. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And he's there to retrieve it. Spread it left. This looks promising. He has found the way through. And the shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Oh, easy pickings there. Rummenigge is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. And it's Doué.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Keeper has taken decisive action. Guardiola! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Barcelona go into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Griezmann, very much a man of this moment. Threads one in. Lovely. Now, and the shot! Oh, taken with style. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Mateus is standing over this one.
Well, I suppose from the opposition's viewpoint, this was to be avoided.
Number 15, Gerard. Number 22, El Hadj Diouf. Coming on the field, number 14.
Chooses to go back. Big chance!
Number 41, Rice.
And somehow he managed to miss it.
That could get through very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Rooney, a game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Cross in. And he's gone looking for safety. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Back in possession and ready to go again. And here's Batistuta.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Chiellini. Howson. Forlan.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
Yeah, the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Terrific header! So nearly the total turnaround. They simply ran out of time. It has ended all square. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. Well, now here's Adriano, quite an enigma.
That probably best describes him. A fabulous natural talent that can be erratic.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Tries to pass it through. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Victoria clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Ernest. Oh, that's a key interception. Forlan is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Mohamed Salah. He's picked his way through. Mohamed Salah! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Eze's cross. Pele! He can get that clear. And it's Bellingham. Bellingham applies the... Oh, it's hit the post.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Not the most accurate pass. Bellingham is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
He's shifting through the gap. And a chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. Has another go! Goal! Barcelona! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Victoria truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
That's a lovely, neat pass. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he's had a hit! That is just brilliant! A finish of true class! Victoria back on level terms. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find.
And the shot! And that was very necessary. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Some first half thoughts?
Victoria will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
He's tried one! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Eze really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Guardiola is the team's great visionary. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Rummenigge.
Barcelona, just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top. Decent chance!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
That has ended up in no man's land. Ernest looking to be a menace in the final third. And it's Eze. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Rummenigge.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And he plays one, tries a shot! Goal! Victoria! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! there ever any doubt?
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Victoria get themselves into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Adriano. Oh, the chance for a shot! Oh, that could cost them.
Adriano clearly wanted to level things up in a hurry here. It didn't quite come off for him, but top marks for the effort.
Finding their passes. Mohamed Salah will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Bellingham might just make this. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's got away. There's the shot! And he hits the net. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response has a shot!
2 added minutes has been indicated.
He has hit that forcefully.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Bellingham. Aimed beyond the defence. And we're done. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Forlan claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Transportation today. Please watch the screen.
Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
Well, what we've seen is a team that refuses to accept the game.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that.
Match.
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary. And we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go.
For me, Peter, Albert Ferrer was one of the very best defenders of the 1990s.
And the finish!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
That's a look and place it forward. Valverde. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Ernest works it forward. Now it's Forlan. Forlan. Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Rummenigge is offering a wry smile there.
Victoria with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Cannavaro getting this one clear. Zanetti. Mateus. Mohamed Salah! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Victoria have their second corner now. That should get the job done. And it's Zanetti. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Iniesta. Nunez receives it in a good position here and claimed it back swiftly. Just about within shooting range. Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Howson makes the interception. Xavi Alonso. Rummenigge. He is through here. Chance! It's fallen kindly here.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Mohamed Salah. It may be goalless, but it is not without interest.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Good ball, good take. Deflected behind for a corner kick. So, third corner of the game. Terrific header. He's missed, but not by that far.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Can he get on the end of this? Cannavaro. Now, can they get him away? Takes a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Well timed, excellent interception. Probing pass. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Alonso. Bout of passing here, really. Shot, surely!
And he was there to get a vital touch. Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And it's half-time here. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Volunteers for each block.
Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, we've seen a lot of willing accompanied by a fair amount of waste, so they've both got to tidy up their scoring act.
So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Victoria are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
He's gone for goal. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Mateus can get it. He's gone for goal! And that is wildly off target.
Unsurprisingly, he's been quick to apologise. If you lean backwards, the results are normally high and wide.
Now it's Girassi, and it's Iniesta. Plays it out wide. No luck with that. Dink over the top. Oh, this looks sharp. Knocks it into space. Shapes to shoot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Girassi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Corner number 3 coming up. Pepe clears it away. So we've reached the hour mark. Some really good ball movement. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Has a shot! Just too high.
If he sacrifices some power, he may control the elevation.
A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Looking to play him in. Threads one in. Always onto this. Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Substitution in progress.
Played into the box. And it's hoisted clear.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Albert Ferrer. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Alonso. It's Iniesta! Now Hoeneß. Dembele! And that has skimmed the post.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
And here's Mohamed Salah. And he cuts out the supply.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
No question, this is the man you want to get on to the end of things. Good read, needed to be.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Mohamed Salah. Cannavaro. Xavi Alonso. Oh, it's Dembele. And that is as far as it goes. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Victoria
And
can
now
always
I'd
take
just like
more
to read-
positive.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that.
Welcome to today's
The
match.
stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. Think opposition defense.
And the shots! They've scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. He's in a... Rummenigge! They've done it! 2-0 and in next to no time. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Victoria are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And he's there to clear it. And a chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
De Jong. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Shapes to shoot! Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And now he has two. Victoria find a position of real strength now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Totti. Cannavaro. He's gone forward. And this is Forlan. Van Dijk. And it's Batistuta. Totti. It could be in here. And the shot! And he hits the net. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Barcelona give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. And he's quick to get it clear again. That'll be a throw. Batistuta. That's good running with the ball. He has found the way through. That's a shade optimistic.
Batistuta really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Oh, there's a probing ball. De Jong. De Jong takes a look up. De Jong. That is good strength. And that'll be the last act of the first half.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. And the game has already resumed here. Totti looking understandably energised after his goal. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Rummenigge. Just the keeper to beat! Barcelona can breathe again. Just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Shot could be on. Rummenigge. Well, that's beautifully weighted. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Thinks about the shot. Totti.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Totti. Rijkaard. Mateus. Nicely weighted ball. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Victoria clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Rijkaard. Now, can they get him away? Oh, super find. And he's heaved it away. It's a throw-in. And it's Rijkaard. Some really good ball movement. And that has been clubbed away. Victoria with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And that has been cleared.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Mateus. Totti looking to penetrate opposition lines. Rummenigge. Chiellini does really well there. He is strong. Now it's Inzaghi. He's had it taken off him. Zanetti did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Totti. And he's on it. It's Totti! And it's in! Late drama! Late goal! This will be one frantic ending! The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible, he got so much power with so little backlift.
Barcelona give themselves a... And we're done. Victoria have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Forlan claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Please join me in wishing a happy wedding.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And that gets things running. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
David De Gea. He's one of the all-time great shot stoppers, Peter. His positioning is superb, and he always seems to pick the perfect moment to rush off his line. What I really like about him is the way he keeps his frame big to make life as difficult as possible for strikers. And the manager will be hoping for a few more clean sheets now that he's in the team.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Ernest. And he was quick to react. Adams with the clearance. And it's Rivaldo. Now, he's got space here. Well, nicely intercepted. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Takes a shot! Goal! Victoria! First blood drawn. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Victoria have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Rummenigge receives it in a good position here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Salah tries to play it through. Rummenigge with the cross. Cleared away. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Messi. It's a good run down the right. That has been cut short. Well, that looks a decent ball. This might... That is Sluta! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Inter Milan have the equaliser, and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Mateus. Ernest. Hazard. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And we've reached half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
Hello, attendees.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Kindly contact a nearby member of staff. Substitution in progress.
Inter Milan get the ball rolling for the second period. And it's Griezmann. Howson promptly onto that, and that is that. Rijkaard. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well, that pass isn't the best. Mateus. Rummenigge. Passing is crisp and sharp. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bastoni gets it clear. Victoria have reclaimed it. That's Rijkaard. Inter Milan are
Pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
It's Hazard! Eden Hazard! That is a beautiful thing! A finish of true class! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
After 60 minutes.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on? Or even better, can they get another?
And now they can clear their lines. It's made its way to him, and he's running through, and the shot! No mistake! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that...
He's had a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And yes, it's him again. It's starting to look like a done deal now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Messi. And here's Griezmann. Oh, that is a nice touch. He's cut it out. Rijkaard. Ernest. This looks promising. No, that's been intercepted. Costa Curta. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Spread it left. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Hazard. Victoria needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought...
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
He has found the way through. So much goes for a shot! And that is the last effort of the game. Victoria played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated.
Just a quick announcement, it is now time
Any
for our
reflections on
special
what you've
lottery.
seen, Jim?
Please grab the
Victoria
tickets and we'll give them
desperately
when you walk in
failing
through the
to
gates.
impose themselves.